Now first, let me tell you about the background of the movie. They released a trailer for a new Amityville movie starring Bella Thorne. Now the production was messy. First of all, the fucking company went down under that owned the rights to the movie, and moving to another studio, they also had to rewrite the screenplay, get a new director. They had to redo the whole movie pretty much. So then they finished wrapping in about 2014, and that's when they released the new trailer, which is the one I remember seeing. Now, even back then, I was like, okay, this movie looks like major shit. So then when the movie was finally completed, it got an R rating. Okay, a horror movie with Amityville, I can get the R rating. But then they had horrible test screenings where they had to change the ending, they had to cut it down to make it a PG-13. And it was supposed to come out last year when it got remarketed as a PG-13 horror thriller. So they completely changed the whole marketing technique. As you can see by this poster here. Instagram. Yeah. Instagram. So now the movie is finally releasing in theaters internationally, except the US. Here in the US, it's releasing for free on YouTube and Google Play. Seriously, look up the movie, and then the first two links are YouTube and Google Play, and it says free. So just watch it. I mean, or don't. So anyway, I watched this movie because I was like, hey, how bad can it be? But shit, man. So anyway, let's get down to the actual movie, huh? And it was also distributed and produced by Jason Blum. So saving grace right there. Surprisingly enough, the movie was bad. Yeah, the movie was not good. Even though it takes place completely in a haunted house, the movie was boring as shit. I actually fell asleep the last 20 minutes of the movie. So I had to punish myself, and I had to rewind and watch the parts that I missed. So the movie is very short also, for I think like an hour and 30. And for a horror movie, that is pretty short. And there's no build-up in this. Like, the movie just assumes that, hey, Amityville, that should be scary enough. Right, guys? Amityville, that's scary enough. Huh? Huh? Like, it had no build-up. It just assumed that you were, like, just spooked by the name. Because they dropped the name Amityville, like, almost every chance they get. Yo, I live in Amityville. You live in Amityville? Whoa! Basically, the first 4 minutes of The Conjuring 2 were a better Amityville movie than this. Alright, so this movie, right off the bat, it pulls off every single cliche that you've seen so far. A disabled kid. In the recent Blumhouse movie, Annabelle, they had a chick who couldn't walk. This dude is like completely paralyzed. Even though he's completely paralyzed, just in a bed for the majority of the movie, he gives off a better performance than Bella Thorne. Yeah. So you might be asking yourself, Serg, doesn't Amityville have like 10 movies? Where does this fall in the timeline? Where does this fall in the Amityville cinematic universe? Where does this fall in? Well, this movie addresses that by addressing the other movies. So I'm gonna talk about some spoilers, because that's the only fucking way I can talk about this movie. So if you don't want to be spoiled, which I don't know why you don't want to be spoiled, click on that little time thing number right there. Other than that, stay tuned for my fucking thoughts. There's a scene where Bella Thorne brings in her friends into her house because they know about Amityville and they want to watch the Amityville movie, the original one from the 70s, in the Amityville house. It got pretty meta there. Like, I was surprised by that. I was like, holy fuck, this is some meta shit. Okay, go on. And then there's a scene where they mention the sequels. They mention Amityville 2, and then they mention the 2005 remake with Ryan Reynolds. And then they go on and say, quote, "You know the remakes are always worse." And this was almost like halfway through the movie, so at this point there's been a couple of fake jump scares, because you know, this is a Blumhouse movie after all. What the fuck do you expect? A fucking... So before I knew it, The movie was already in its third act. Well, where was the build-up? From one scene to another, boom, shit's already going down. Boom, shit's already gonna end. What the fuck, dude? So some more spoilers. Okay, so Bella Thorne's character is pretty much just really spooked, and she's concerned that her brother's just gonna pull up and like shoot the whole family like they did back in the 70s. And then the mother character, she acts like she's possessed, and I thought that was pretty cool because they always do the thing where the possessed kid is always the crippled kid, but nope, the crippled kid is the possessed one this time. Even though the mom has a line where she says, "Oh, don't worry, he's never gonna hurt us." At that point, I was like, okay, the mother's gonna fuck shit up. Because there's fucking two scenes where you see the mother with a shotgun acting suspicious as fuck. Now, some of you may say, "Oh, well, they were trying to throw you off, you fucking idiot." Yeah, but did they really? So then, the brother just does that. He pulls up and he kills his mom in the most shittiest way ever. Bella Thorne and her sister are hiding, and then the son, the crippled son, just pulls up. Oh, he can walk, by the way. He can walk, by the way, now. Because, you know, ghosts and demons, they make people walk good. He pulls up to his mother's room, and he's about to shoot his mother, and then the mother pulls out a cross and says, "Damn you to hell." And then he shoots his mother, and then he says, "I'm already there." So then Bella Thorne finds out that there's this circle around the house where the evil gets contained. So in order to save her brother, she has to get her brother out of the circle. And she does exactly that. She drags her crippled brother through the grass out of the circle. So then the movie just ends with Bella Thorne's character being framed for the murders of her family. The movie just ends. Legit. The movie just ends there. This movie just wasn't worth my time. I mean, even though it was free, I still paid with my hard-earned time. Like, I still wasted my time on this movie, no, regardless of the price. I don't recommend it. I don't. So yeah, I'm Serg. You're the audience. Thank you so much for watching. Can we just all agree that Bella Thorne belongs in Madea Halloween movies?